last night. It didn't go great. But
I had Dan Ebert.
We both went a little out on a limb last night. Didn't work out. I'm going a little safe for the defending winner of this race. James, it's almost April. RTJ hasn't won a Lucas Oil race. Get out of here with that nonsense. 20 RT gets a win tonight.
I love it. Bruce Hines, the voice of Atomic Speedway. Before we go 4 wide, make your pick.
Uncle T, Tyler Erb.
All right, I'm going with Brandon Overton because Cheryl wants to hear his interview here. All right, here we go. Everybody up on your feet at Atomic Speedway. A salute to you, the greatest fans in all of auto racing, dirt late model fans. You've come out here tonight in full force on this Palm Sunday. Everybody up on your feet. Give them a wave. Good crowd on in here tonight. Again, this race originally scheduled for Friday. Who said like on Thursday? They just might as well cancel the weekend, right?
Yeah, right.
We had a good show last night at Brownstown. We have had a really good show again here tonight at Atomic.
That B main was amazing.
It was very nice. About 70 degrees this afternoon. You see the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. By the way, get your favorite Heartbeat Hot Sauce product. Go to heartbeathotsauce.com or available on Amazon. All right, lights are out. There we go. The race car engineering pace truck. I'm not sure who's driving tonight. Who's driving tonight?
I'm not sure. I seen Donnie in the pits earlier.
Oh, Donnie Moran.
Yeah,
maybe.
he was here.
Grandpa there.
Yeah.
I don't know. He is?
Donnie in it?
I got Taylor's driving. Taylor
okay.
DeVito. Here we go. At the Ace Doran start zone. We are underway for the Buckeye Spring Classic 50 laps, and Brandon Shepherd's going to grab the lead at turn number 1, Bruce.
That's who I said, wasn't it?
Yes.
D-Shep out in front. Here comes Turbo. Tyler working that low side, coming underneath that and crossing back over. Coming through 3 and 4 for the first time at the light. It's going to be Brandon Shepherd, Turbo. Tyler Erb, followed by Ricky Thornton Jr. in third.
Pair of Rockets out in front. Brandon Shepherd, 2 times a winner this year. And it's been a while since Tyler Erb has won a Lucas Oil race. Right now running in the second spot, Ricky Thornton Jr., Brandon Overton, Garrett Alberson with 2 laps in the books here tonight at Atomic.
Brandon Shepherd continues to set the pace up front, but he's still got Turbo hanging right there with him. Ricky Thornton Jr. about the same gap between the first, second, and third cars. Then also now that's also Brandon Overton in that 76 machine hanging on to that 4th spot, but it's getting busy back behind him.
Yeah, down the, we may have to go double box early on. Right now out in front, it's about 5 car lengths. Brandon Shepherd comes into tonight in the series 7th in the points. Brings it on to turn number 4. Again, he started on the outside front row of his heat race, won it. And right now, out in front, Tyler Erb second, and it's Thornton, Overton, Alberson, Troutman 6th, and O'Neill, Blair, Ebert, and then Josh Rice as Brandon Shepherd continues to lead off at turn number 4 with 5 and scored.
It's been real dicey back there behind Albertson with O'Neill and Troutman battling it out. But Blair back there right now still in that 8th spot. Look for him to pick up the wake here anytime. Ebert back in 9th and Rice. Yeah, you know Blair's going to pick it up.
Well, they're going to be on about on the same straightaways, the tail end of the field right now. Freddie Carpenter runs in 24th out of turn number 2. Shepherd has him in his sights. Into turn number 3. Tyler still remains in second. He's 1.5 seconds behind the New Berlin, Illinois driver up at turn number 4. Down the main straightaways. We're clicking them off at a rapid pace. 7 now in the books of 50.
And now we're starting to see different lines as they come through 3 and 4. We're seeing Shepherd and Erb come right through the middle of that racetrack. But back behind him, some of these guys now starting to pick it up and put it up on the high side. One of those looks to be the 58. No, now this time he's going to bring it down. So these guys still looking for where they really want to be as we're right now about 8 laps in.
Shepherd comes on quick on Freddie into turn 3. Got to watch out there. Freddie maintains his line up top. B-Shep now through the middle. That top still a little bit high dominant here as they come out of turn number 2. Tyler Erb still second. Thornton, the lead is 1.5 still for the Rocket 1. Tyler Erb will try to close. Now Erb goes as Shepherd goes to the bottom out of turn 4, trying to get around the fastest ponytail down the main straightaway with 9 laps. I'll make it 10 laps complete here tonight, 40 to go.
As Albertson now works that high side through 3 and 4, and just about everybody now through 1 and 2. We see Eberts go to the low side in 1 and 2, but everybody high in 1 and 2 and going low in 3 and 4, except for a few of them trying to step out and see what they can find up there on that high side in 3 and 4.
Right now, Brandon Shepherd still leading as we go to the double box battle back here. Again, your points leader, Devin Moran, runs in 11th. O'Neill is 30 points behind, so there could be a change there here as O'Neill right now runs in 6th. With some drivers like Shepard and Thornton trying to gain on the top two. Overton, who's third in the points, right now runs in fourth as we've completed 12 laps here at Atomic.
As we've got 12-inch Shep now working through some lap traffic. It looks like the 20 machine, Tyler Carpenter, has slowed here on the front stretch. Going to make that dreaded left-hand turn in to the infield, and he is going to bypass the hot pit.
Yeah, to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce hot pit. He's going to make his way down through there. That is the 8 car of Dylan McCowan. As he got a banner. How did he get a hook? Where did he get the banner from? He's got a banner hanging off his car.
Yeah.
And Tyler Carpenter and the Hellraiser Jacks caution driveline failure as he has a drive shaft out of the 28. So he will be done for the night. Chris Moore. Or check, where did that banner come from, by the way? I don't know, Chris, but it was on the 8 car as he goes to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce hot pit.
Yeah, the only set of banners on the Speedway, I think. I think it came off one of the hay bales where the wall starts in the middle of the backstretch. I believe that's where it came from. And he does have a little bit of right side sheet metal damage. The guys jacked up the right side, checked it out, all good. They'll get back out. But I think that's where that banner came from, James.
Yeah, I think so, yes. Yeah. Atomic Speedway brought to you by Hernstein.
Yep. And
good advertisement for Hernstein. Yeah.
A little fresh gouge in that. That's not actually a hay bale, that's foam. So, yeah, a little gouge back there in the foam. Yeah, Hernstein Chrysler, Plymouth, Hernstein Auto Group right there above it. Great folks there. Help us out a lot.
How many times did we see that at the Gateway during Nationals in December? Somebody drag a banner, right?
Drag a
bunch, right? A bunch. Of course, everybody on Facebook told them to hang the banners. Hang it on the outside.
Hang it on the outside.
All right, here we go. It keeps the dirt on the racetrack, too, right? So if you got them on the inside. Okay, Shepard is your leader, 12 in the books, as we have a caution for a banner. Well, actually, it was for Tyler Carpenter because he's a two-time Gateway Dirt Nationals winner, by the way. He is out of this one. So it's Shepard, Erb, Thornton, Overton, Alberson. And then it's Hudson O'Neill 6th, Troutman 7th, 8th is Blair, 9th is Rice, 10th is Ebert, 11th Moran, 12th is Shirley. Then it's Murdy, Bronson, Jameson, Ferguson, Chamberlain, R.J. Conley, Tyler Carpenter is out. So it'll be Brandon Smith, Hillsbeth, Clay Harris, McCowan, and Carpenter, Freddie. And again, 23 of the 24 starters left running. Rob Penrod, the furled green flag, 12 down, 38 to go. Well, Shepard led 14 last night, finished in 5th, and trying to lead it all the way tonight. Jump back up in those point standings at the Ace Doran restart zone. We are back underway at Atomic. Good restart there for the 1 and the 20 RT into 1. And Thornton thought about it, but he leave Erb room down the back straightaway. On the outside, here comes the Budweiser 76, and Tyler Erb has a problem. Tyler Erb off the pace. In car number 1, your second place runner, and the Hellraiser Jacks caution is out for the New Waverly, Texas driver. And does he have a? No, I don't think so. I think he's got all 4 up. We'll see.
He's got all 4 up.
So Tyler, let's see if he makes the right-hand turn to the pit area or the left-hand turn to the infield as he sticks his arm out the window. So your second place car on the restart. Out of turn number 2, Chris Moore, as he hits down to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce hot pit, and it might be terminal.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye as the 1 car moves here, whether he moves here into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce pit area. It looks like he's going to. So we'll follow the 1 machine and see what we can find out here for Turbo Tough Break. As he said, a quick 9.5-hour drive, and he's just telling him to keep on pushing him. I think he's done. See if I can get a word with one of the crew guys, see what the deal is here.
Let's see, and they're still wanting to push, so he... All right, go ahead, Chris.
They think it's a rear end or a transmission issue on the 1 of Tyler Erb.
Yeah, running in that second spot again. He was second out of Golden Isles one night. He's looking for his first win in a while in the Lucas Oil Series, so it will not happen here tonight. 12 still scored.
And that was my pick.
Yeah.
Do we get a do-over?
You should have picked the banner.
Yeah, I should have picked the banner.
All right, Brandon Shepard, your leader. Now, Ricky Thornton Jr. will be second. Brandon Overton will be third. 4th will be Alberson. 5th, O'Neill. 6th is Drake Troutman. 7th, Max Blair. 8th is Josh Rice. 9th, Dan Ebert. 10th is Devin Moran. And then it's Brian Shirley in 11th. All All right, so Herb goes back to the pits. He'd be done for the night. All right, well, Shepherd is out in front, 12 in the book, still 38 to go here. And we'll talk to the top three on the Big River Steel podium. Who will that be in Lucas Oil Victory Lane? And Chris Moore will have the duties for it, and then we'll be off for a few weeks, and then we'll go to Delaware, Pennsylvania, and Maryland. Not quite the Delmarva, but it's close, right? All right, here we go. See how this is going to affect the points. Again, O'Neill came in 30 behind Moran. Moran right now runs 10th. O'Neill runs 5th. Before we head out east, we'll see who's going to be leading the points. But right now, Brandon Shepherd's leading the race at the Ace Gorin restart zone. Here we go. Shepherd, a good restart. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Thornton now right through the middle. Here comes Garrett Alberson. Garrett Alberson looking for a podium here. He'll battle with Overton. They're side by side out of turn 4, Bruce, down the main straightaway.
Alberson really digging through the middle part of that racetrack down the front stretch, and he's working the low line through 1 and 2. And he is not going to get it. Overton's going to continue in that 3rd spot as everybody's really hustling and bustling back through the field in this one.
Trying to make that bottom work of some of them, but that top still right now, they're still side by side here. Alberson and O'Neill, that's the battle for 4th and 5th. Alberson slides up the track, O'Neill with the crossover. They go down the back straightaway, they're side by side into turn 3. O'Neill's going to throw it into 3. Off at turn 4, it's still Shepherd, Thornton, Overton. The battle here, and it's still O'Neill's got the spot right now in 4th.
O'Neill in that 4th spot, and man, what a move he made for that. But now we're really seeing that top come in on other parts of the racetrack. But still, the one machine of Brandon Shepherd working right through the middle in 3 and 4, and it's working for him. That's telling me that car is really set up. But Shepherd, Thornton, Overton, your front 3, and Hudson O'Neill now has lost just a little bit of ground as they come down the back stretch. And here comes Garrett Alberson once again closing in on him.
Alberson 5th, Rice, Troutman, Blair, Miranda 9th, 10th is Ebert, 11th Shirley, 12th is Jameson. Right now, it is still Brandon Shepherd with lead into turn number 3. He's got about a 10-car length lead. It's 1.3 on the scoring monitors. He comes off of turn number 4. Be interesting if they get into traffic. Right now, we've got 2 cars out of the race, Tyler Carpenter and Tyler Erb. As you see, right there, the 58 car of Garrett Alberson. Right now in the 5th position. Rice is up to 6th right now in 11. Rice came from 17th to 4th last night at Brownstown. You see Rice there, a contender for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year here in 2026. All over Alberson into turn number 1, Bruce.
And also Devin Moran now started back in that 7th row, and he's moved up into that 9th spot, moved up into the top 10 and looking for more. Moran definitely knows the fast way around this racetrack, and right now he's got a gap between him and Blair, so he's going to try to make that up. But in the meantime, Brandon Shepherd maintains the set to pace out front, followed by Thornton, Overton, O'Neill, and Albertson. Rice continues to maintain that 6th spot. Man, look at that speed chop coming off of corner number 4.
Right now, it has got 20 laps, 5 shy of the halfway mark. It's still Brandon Shepherd, Ricky Thornton Jr., Brandon Overton, Hudson Hill, Garrett Alberson, your top 5. Now behind the tail of the field, Dylan McCowan, the final car in the lead lap. He runs 22nd right now. Right now, the early charger for the Hoker Trucking hard charger of the race here at Atomic is going to be right now Brendan Smith again. He was the hard charger last night. Chamberlain out of this one in the 20 TC.
Kristen takes that car to the inside off the backstretch. It looks like Shepherd was lapping 2 at the same time, but Chamberlain pulled off the infield, and the 8 machine of McCown got put a lap down. So once again, lap traffic going to come into play a lot here as Freddie Carpenter now going to be the next one to go a lap down as your leader. Brandon Shepherd continues to work through traffic.
Yeah, down into turn number 2, Brandon Shepherd. Now he'll get around Carpenter as they head into turn number 3. Freddie trying to stay on the lead lap. He'll slide back in front of your leader as we go at the Hellraiser Jacks halfway mark. 25 down, 25 to go. Shepherd's led them all here tonight. Right now, trying to get around Carpenter's. You see the 20 RT has cut it down to 2/10 of a second.
Off.
And Freddie slows. And the C4 brings it back on the track. We stay green. Off at turn number 4. Ricky Thornton Jr. now has Shepherd in his sights. Brandon Overton is 3rd. Right there, the top 3 all together at Atomic with 24 laps to go.
24 laps to go, and Shepherd maintains that pace. But here comes Ricky Thornton Jr., Overton, O'Neill, Albertson. What a race it is for the top 5. And now they're working that high side through 1 and 2 as they come down the backstretch.
Overton's got a good bite on the bottom here. That may work. Overton trying to get around Thornton. Now Thornton down comes down to the bottom. Shepherd has to go way up top getting around Hilsebeck. The top three all together right there into turn number 1. 22 to go. Out at 2, it's Brandon Shepherd, Ricky Thornton Jr., Brandon Overton. Hudson O'Neill's about a half a straightaway behind as they come out of turn 4. Bruce, it's getting tight at the top.
3 different lines coming off corner number 4. You got a middle, a top, and a bottom line, and it's working for all 3 of them. So is that where we're going to see the big action happen? Is that where we're going to see the next pass for the lead? That's the question right now, as these guys once again working around the racetrack down the front stretch, and here comes Ricky Thornton Jr.
We need to please stay green because right now it's a good one out of turn number 2. It's Shepherd, Thornton, and Overton decided right here. Those 3 have pulled away for the rest of the field. O'Neill runs in 4th. Josh Rice is 5th. Rice trying to get around O'Neill. Troutman is 7th. Albertson is 6th. 8th is Blair. 9th Moran. 10th is Brian Shirley. Good battle back here between the 11 and the 71. Good battle up front as we double box it off of turn 4 here on Flow Racing. Brandon Shepherd trying to pedal his way out of turn number 4 with 18 to go.
And Rice has made his way up into that 5th spot, so a top 5 right now for Rice. Another great run for him. In the meantime, Brandon Shepherd, Ricky Thornton Jr., we got 18 to go. Brandon Overton. And here comes Huddy down the backstretch.
They are slipping and sliding. They're trying to get a bite into turn number 1. It's about 2 car lengths to the advantage. It's 0.4 of a second on the scoring monitor. Out of turn number 2, Ricky Thornton Jr. trying the bottom. Shepherd's car has worked good. Now he's got to work some more traffic behind the 93 of Carson Ferguson. Out at turn number 4. Carson, the last car on the lead lap, runs at 18th, Bruce.
Rice in that 11 machine. Now it looks like he's going to take. We got it double box, and we're going to keep it that way for a while because we got action all over this racetrack. Ricky Thornton Jr. closing that gap again on Shepherd, but then right back behind him, here's Hudson O'Neill in the 71, Josh Rice in the 11, Thornton in the 76. Wow, that's your first 5 right there. I didn't get them in order, but that's okay.
5/10, it's all right. 5/10 of a second, 15 to go. Shepherd, Thornton, Overton, Rice, O'Neill. 5th is, then it's Albertson in 6th, Blair, Troutman, Moran, Shirley, Ebert, and Jamison, your top 12. As we've got 14 laps remaining here and a long green flag stretch of racing and a great race for the lead right now. Can Shepherd hang on? Brandon will slide it up the track. Thornton right through the middle. Thornton, the defending Buckeye Spring Classic winner. About 4 car lengths behind into turn number 1. It's 5/10 second. 13 laps to go down the back straightaway.
13 laps to go down the 6 machine. It's going to be the next car to go a lap down. As again, here comes Shepherd. This time Shepherd looks up high. Thornton looks down low, comes off in the middle, and it is still going to be Brandon Shepherd out in front, followed by Thornton, and then that 3rd spot is still going to be Brandon Overton. Lap traffic again really coming into play.
Yeah, Rice is closing in now. Josh Rice, 4th last night. He's 4th right now. Rice to the top. Around, trying to get around Overton, trying to catch the top 2 at Shepherd Thornton. They're about 2.5 seconds ahead of Overton. Out at turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Rice up top, Overton down to the bottom. But meanwhile, for the lead, Ricky Thornton Jr. still trying that bottom line. Shepherd high, wide, and handsome off of turn number 4. And we've got 10 laps to go in the Buckeye Spring Classic.
And Josh Rice has had some great runs here at Atomic, and every time he does, it's been up on that high side of the racetrack. And right now, he's found it again. He's trying to get the rhythm on it, and he's working the high side. Brandon Overton goes down to the low part of the racetrack, lets it work up off the corner, and here comes Josh Rice right there with him.
Good race down as they come off of turn number 4. As the laps wind down, they'll have 8 laps to go. The lead is 0.4 of a second for the Rocket 1. Now he's got a couple of cars in front of him in Brendan Smith and Bronson. No, it's Brendan Smith and is that Clay Harris? Yes,
Clay Harris.
Turn number 3. Clay Harris in a backup car. Here comes Thornton. They're going to have 7 laps to go. Lap 43, they work out of turn 4. It's the leader plus 3. We score it into 1. Here comes Shepherd. Now what's Shepherd going to do? Is he going to have to split them? Down the back straightaway. Thornton is there. Down the back straightaway. Overton still 3rd. Rice is 4th. Max Blair to 5th. Shepherd off of turn number 4. He's going to have to decide what he's going to have to do here because Thornton is right there to turn number 1. What do you do? Do you go through the middle? Because Ricky Thornton Jr. is closed to 2 car lengths into turn 3. They'll have 5 to go this time around.
They've got 5 to go this time around, and Ricky Thornton is there. It is go time for Shepherd. It is go time for Thornton. Which one's going to thread the needle between the lap cars? Right now, this time, Shepherd looks low.
Look out. Shepard's going to have to stay in there. They're going to go side by side into turn number 3 and 4. Ricky Thornton Jr. may take the lead down the main straightaway, and he does in traffic.
And he used the lap car as a pick, basically, not of his own doing, but that's just the way it worked out. Shepard working the low side again. Here comes Shepard back underneath of him. Now trying to work underneath of him.
He's trying to keep it glued to the bottom. Out of turn number 4, B-Shep. Out of turn number 4 into 1. He's 1 car length back. B-Shep to the top. Down the back straightaway. Brandon Shepard's going to have a run on Ricky Thornton Jr. They'll have 3 to go this time around as he throws the slider. He goes down to the bottom. Here they come out of turn number 4. Trying to make it stick is Brandon Shepard. 2 laps to go in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series A main. It's going to come down to 2 of the best in the business out of turn 2, Bruce. And Rice is there in 11. Josh Rice is right there in 11.
Rice is right there with Brandon Overton, but still up front. Here we go. It's almost side by side coming off the 4. White flag has been displayed. Let's walk them around the high banks of Atomic. And here comes Shepard underneath Thornton once again.
The Barons Performance final lap. This is it. What's he going to do with Bronson in front of him? Here comes Shepard. Can he make it stick? Out at turn number 4. Who's it going to be? A drag race at the line. And it's going to be Ricky Thornton Jr. Got it by half a car length.
2 years in a row.
1/10 of a second. What a race. Wow. What a race. Here at Atomic Speedway, Overton got back around Rice on the last lap to get 3rd. Rice 4th, Blair 5th, O'Neill 6th, Alberson 7th, Troutman 8th, Moran 9th, Shirley 10th. Ebert 11th, Birdie 12th.
7 seconds.
Yep. Conley, RJ 13th, Clay Harris 14th, 15th, Jamison 16th, Bronson 17th, Brandon Smith 18th, Hilsebeck 19th, Ferguson 20th, McCowan 21st, Carpenter all finished the race. 22nd, Tristan Chamberlain, 23rd, Tyler Erb, and 24th, Tyler Carpenter. Wow. So Brandon Shepard led until lap 46, and Thornton got around him. And it was 0.167 seconds at the finish. Stay tuned. Chris is going to talk to the top 3 on the Big River Steel podium. What a race at Atomic. All right, well, Bruce, we're going to go to the long anchor scales to make it official. They'll check the weight and the droop. We'll be back to talk to our top 3 at Atomic. Thornton, Shepard, Overton, here on Flow Racing. Well, welcome back to Atomic Speedway. And Ricky Thornton Jr., they got to check the droop and the weight. Again, it's a 50-pound burn off. So normally they got to weigh 2350 minimum, but pound per lap burn off, so they can weigh 2300. They check the droop, they check the tires. Well, Brandon Shepard led the first 45 laps. And this was the finish last night. Well, it was in reverse order. Actually, last night Moran got the win. Thornton ran second, but he gets his first Lucas Oil win of the year, his 57th of his career in the 20 RT. And if you don't like that one, I don't know what to tell you. Go play chess or curling or whatever. That was pretty good on a slick racetrack.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, so we will bring him around. Chris Moore will talk to our winner.
And then we're going to let him draw the 50-50.
Well, yeah, we'll draw the 50-50. I don't think the kids are here tonight, so the confetti is safe. Anthony Burrows, the crew chief, Justin Tharp as well. By the way, Burrows, the Muscle Shoals Madman. I'll just get that out there.
Yeah, put that out
very
there.
few. University of Alabama football player. Part of the 92 championship for the Tide. All right, there he is for the 57th time in his career. He has gone to victory lane in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series in the Bobby and Jessica Kohler owned Kohler Motorsports 20 RT. Give him a big round of applause. Your winner for the second straight year here at Atomic, Ricky Thornton Jr.
How about it? You get that patented woo on the top of the roof for the 20 RT. Ricky Thornton Jr. didn't lead a lot, but he led the most important one. Picks up the $15,000 in his first Lucas Oil Late Model win of the year. Congratulations, Ricky, man. Tyler Erb drops out, and you ran second probably what seemed like forever. And then Brandon tried to make that move in lap traffic, and you were there. You were pounding the bottom, and it finally opened up for you there.
Yeah, I felt like Tyler was really good. And then he was just kind of pacing Brandon there. And I don't know what happened. Like, he got back behind me off of 2, and then he just slowed down. It didn't look like he smoked or anything, so I don't know what quite happened to him. So then I'm like, man, do you start on the bottom or do you start on the top? I feel like the top's going to be better, but if the bottom gets a run, they're going to slide you. So figured I'd just start on the top and try to run as hard as I could down into 1, make sure Overton couldn't slide me. And got a good start, and then I'm like, man, I didn't feel any better than Shep, but once we got to traffic, it really slowed his pace down. And I'm like, man, if these 2 lap cars just keep racing their butt off side by side, like it's finally going to let me get up to them. And then just the lap car made one little mistake getting into 3, and it kind of held Shep up enough, and I was able to get under him. I'm like, man, now just don't screw it up. And I really didn't know if I needed to go back to the bottom in 1 and 2. Really, the only reason why I tried it is Overton about passed me down there. I'm like, well, so we might as well try it. And then I felt like I picked my pace up a ton. So I don't know, this track, it's different than it normally is, but I feel like it raced really good. So just hats off there with the track crew, obviously, with the amount of rain and everything that's been going on. The track was smooth, and it was really racy.
You know, we talked after the heat race, and you said you were worried the top was going to be too fast all night, but it was probably about more than half the race. You guys were running around the bottom, especially over there in 3 and 4. What changed so quickly that it made this place so racy?
I think probably a lot of it is just the curb on the wall really kind of went away. Like, it just got, like, super dirty, like, dry, patchy almost. So then you couldn't really just arc it off in there and hold it wide open like you could qualifying. So it slowed down enough, and then you're able to start running all over it. And I felt like you had to put yourself in a perfect position air-wise. Like, if Shepard went all the way to the bottom, it'd kill my air, and then I get tied off of 4. And once he got to lap cars, it was kind of the same thing. Like, those guys were running the bottom, so he'd move out to get himself in clean air. And it's like, if you hit it right, you feel like a hero getting off turn 4. If you hit it wrong, it's like you had a sled behind you. So just hats off to my whole crew, Burrows, Starp, my buddy Justin French came out. He's helping us with second and the first. I feel like he needs to come more often. Everyone at Kohler Motorsports, Bryce, KP, Jessica, Bobby, Evan, Jordan, everyone, they give us what we need to come out and do this. Clements Racing Engines, Hoker Trucking, Clyde, Knights Companies, Coltman Farms, Bill Stein, FK Rod Ends, High Performance Lubricants, Excel Flooring, D&E Outside Services, all the fans. Hopefully we see all these guys up in PA in a few weeks.
All right, congratulations, Ricky.
I appreciate it.
All right, RTJ, looking like RTJ again. James, a second and a first this weekend, and he'll head to Georgetown Speedway in a month. Place he has been very successful at the past couple of years.
I'll give him $50 to run a Legends car tonight, Bruce.
I bet we can make that happen.
Well, Brandon Shepard led 45 laps here tonight, comes home with a run-up spot, but a good point race. Point night for the Valvoline Rocket #1 for Mark Richards Racing.
We're going to get these pictures done. We got to get your 50-50 tickets out. Ricky's going to pull a winning 50-50 ticket. It's worth, I believe, right around $1,000, I was told. Ricky, pull a ticket real quick. All you got to do.
A lot of people are going to be mad.
But one person will be happy. You'll have a new fan or an even bigger fan. All right, it's a red ticket, 157351. Again, a red ticket, 157351, worth almost $1,000. Head to the table where you bought the ticket at to pick up the money. Yes? That's what they think. 157351, the winning 50-50 ticket. Again, head to the table where you bought that ticket from back behind the grandstands. All right, James, take it away. I'll head over to B Shep here to get a word with our runner-up.
I'd helped out the softball team, Bruce. We can buy, that's pretty good money there, buy some uniforms. There you go. Very nice. Thank you to everybody that participated in that. Again, we have the Legends feature here left at Atomic. Make your way home. Have a safe trip. Have a good day at a good week of work at 5 till 8.
Wow.
5 till 8. And we got one more race to go. Be careful on your way home, folks. And again, the Legends feature will be coming up as Brandon Shepard has again led 45 laps. Comes home second here tonight at Atomic.
Yeah, runner-up here for B Shep. Brandon, you led so many laps in this one. It seemed like the further you got in the lap traffic, though, the kind of more stuck you got. It was harder to get by guys, and that allowed Ricky to get there. What changed maybe the last 15, 20 laps or so?
Honestly, nothing really. We had a really good car plenty capable of winning that race. I got to the 19 and the 6, and they were running side by side, and they were entering a little bit low, and I couldn't get a good enough run to really do anything with them on entry, and I was just stuck there for so long. I knew somebody had to been all over me. Congrats to Ricky. He did a good job there and capitalized on my mistake, and definitely disappointed in myself for my crew and everybody. They worked their tails off on this thing and give me a really great race car night in and night out. I feel like that's the best in the slick we've been here in a long time. So super happy with the car, and couldn't ask for a better balance. Can't thank all my great sponsors enough, and Mark, Dan, Austin, and Joel for all the hard work they do, and thank all the fans for coming out. And one spot short, we'll take it, move on.
A disappointing runner-up for Brandon Shepard, but he showed a lot of speed this weekend, James.
Your Hoker Trucking hard charger of the race. He went to a backup car earlier after hot laps. That would be Clay Harris. Clay Harris started in 23rd and finished 14th here tonight, passing 9 cars. So again, Thornton, Shepard, Overton, Rice, Blair, your top 5. We'll talk to Brandon Overton, who got back by. Josh Rice had actually led on the white flag, led him on the white flag lap, but got to 3rd at the finish.
Yeah, thank you, James. Boy, for a while there, you were keeping right up with RTJ, closing in the top 2, and then it seemed like they got away from you. Then you and Josh got to going at it, and then at the end, you were back with them. Just tell me about all the back and forth you went through the last half of that race.
Yeah, I kind of was catching them, down a lane and kind of maintaining and kind of catching Ricky and Sheppy, and they squeaked by Hilsebeck, and then he moved down right where I was at, and I never could get around him. I finally just started blasting around the top and getting me a run, and then Josh slid me, and I'm like, man, I got to go. So, yeah, just hell of a race. Thanks for Josh for racing me clean. Fun race. Track was awesome again. I told them boys, I said, I ain't never been here and it ain't been good. So, I just want to thank Jason and Scott Riggs for everything they do for me. Garnto Southern, Big Dog Stop and Tree, RW Powell, SCM, Harco Construction, VP Chad Tootin with Boswell Oil, Bill Steen, VG Performance, my crew rider, Josh and Nick and Chris back at the shop, and Mitch for everything they do for us. We ran a whole race last night with no brakes, and the tires going flat right now, so we got pretty lucky to have a podium and a 7th. So we'll take it, and we'll see him in a couple weeks.
All right, there you go, Brandon Overton. He'll join the rest of the Lucas Oil late models in a month at Georgetown Speedway. A great finish. Ricky Thornton Jr., his first Lucas Oil late model dirt series win of 2026, James.
Well, Brandon Overton smiling, and when that is, he's looking for that first win, and it's coming soon, and it may happen out there when we go to Georgetown, Baps, and Hagerstown. Our race recap. You can say it was black ice right after a while, but it was racy, as the drivers say. It complimented like at Brownstown last night. It doesn't have to be hammered down all the time with a 10-foot cushion. And Thornton, by the way, the second night in a row, a driver that started 4th. There you see Tyler running in second. Rear end issues of the 1 car.
The old guys will tell you, if you break drive lines, rear ends, you getting it hooked up.
Yeah, you see right there Rice and Alberson going at it. Rice got it going late in that 11 car. There's, you see the battle for the lead. Got into the back tail end of the field there, and right now Ricky Thornton Jr. making the move with the lead. Shepard tried to get back by him there on that last lap. As you will see it right here, Shepard went to the bottom. Shepard's a clean driver. He's not going to throw a slider and run over your air cleaner, right? So yeah, right there into turn number 3, as they come off a 4 behind Kyle Bronson, Shepard smashes the loud pedal down the main straightaway, and that's what 1.167 seconds looks like. for his 57th career win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Well, I guess, Chris Moore, the demise of Ricky Thornton Jr., what's wrong with him? How come he's not won a race this year? And that's all put to sleep here tonight.
Yeah, anybody who was wondering what was wrong with the 20 RT, well, not much. Florida will do that to you. The Florida slime, as Stuart Friesen in my big block world calls it, Florida can be a little bit tricky, but the 20 RT was dialed in this weekend. Devin Moran, congrats to him last night. First win as a dad. And Ricky, without the kids here, parks it in Victory Lane for the first time. A great weekend, 2 racetracks. If you haven't been to and are close by, highly recommend Brownstown last night, Atomic tonight. Absolutely awesome racetracks, and we'll head to 3 really cool ones here in a month. And James, I'll be back with you. You're not going to get rid of me just yet. I'll see you in about a month, my friend.
We're turning you into a late model hot shoe. You do the Chili Bowl, your big block modified dirt labels. Hey, Chris, great job. Good working with you. Safe travels home, my friend.
Thank you, sir. You as well. I'll see you soon.
All right, Chris Moore, thank you very much. We'll see you in a few weeks. Georgetown, Baps, and at Hagerstown. Bruce, what do you think? Your final thoughts?
Good race.
Who did you pick to win?
Turbo.
He was running good for a while.
He was running
right?
good.
Absolutely.
Was running good.
Absolutely. So your Sunoco Race Fuels driver of the race, that would be Ricky Thornton Jr. with Sunoco Race Fuels. I don't know who to give the Victory Fuel power move of the race.
I'm thinking
Thornton
RTJ.
for the lead.
You know, Thornton when he went to the lead.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't have the power, he'd have never got that one done.
Yeah. We'll do that.
So,
Jeremy will do that. Jeremy's looking. He says, we'll do that. Thumbs up. Okay. Hey, great show for the Lucas Oil Late Models again, folks. Leaving. Have a safe trip home at, it's now 8 o'clock, so we killed like 5 minutes. We did all right, didn't we?
We did all right.
The Legends feature is coming up next with the legend himself, Bruce Hines. Is that Stephen Parton on the pole?
Stephen Parton, second row inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's coming up next live here on Flow Racing.